James Watt just happened, Dupen. Just backed a chip company that's about to make them a fortune, and nobody's talking about it. Cerebras, an AI chip manufacturer that's been quietly building some of the most powerful processors for artificial intelligence workloads, is gearing up for what could be a landmark IPO. We're talking about a valuation that could hit $26.6 billion or higher. This isn't some speculative startup with vaporware promises. This is a company that's already shipping real silicon to real customers, and it's about to go public. But here's where it gets interesting. Cerebras isn't just another chip company trying to compete in the crowded AI hardware space. It has an exceptionally close relationship with OpenAI. The connection runs deep. We're talking about strategic investments, collaboration agreements, and what appears to be a mutually beneficial ecosystem that could reshape how AI models are trained and deployed at scale. This partnership has been developing in the background, while everyone's attention has been on ChatGPT and the consumer AI wars. What makes this particularly significant is the timing. Cerebras is moving toward an IPO just as the AI chip industry is reaching a critical inflection point. NVIDIA has dominated this space for years, but the market is starting to diversify. There's real demand for alternatives, for specialized hardware that can handle specific AI workloads more efficiently. And Cerebras has positioned itself as that alternative. Let's break down why this story matters far beyond just another tech IPO. First, understand that AI chips have become the most competitive frontier in technology. Everyone, and I mean everyone, wants to own the infrastructure that powers artificial intelligence. It's like controlling the power plants that fuel an entire civilization. Cerebras has developed something genuinely different. Their chips use a wafer-scale design, which means they're basically taking an entire silicon wafer and turning it into a single processor. Traditional chips are smaller and more numerous. Cerebras' approach reduces latency and increases efficiency for AI training. It sounds technical, but the practical implication is this. AI models can train faster and cheaper on Cerebras hardware than on conventional alternatives. Now add OpenAI into the picture. OpenAI has been building increasingly massive AI models, GPT-4, GPT-5 rumored on the horizon. Training these models costs hundreds of millions of dollars in compute costs alone. If Cerebras can genuinely reduce those costs while improving performance, that's a direct impact on OpenAI's bottom line and their competitive position. It's also leverage. Having a preferred chip partner means more control over your supply chain, your costs, and your technological roadmap. The broader implication is that we're potentially seeing the formation of a vertically integrated AI powerhouse. OpenAI controls the models and the application layer. Cerebras controls critical infrastructure. This kind of partnership could give them a sustainable advantage over competitors who have to buy chips on the open market at whatever price NVIDIA or other vendors set. That's a structural advantage worth billions of dollars. If you're an investor, this matters directly. Cerebras IPO will likely be heavily subscribed. The hype around AI infrastructure companies is real, and there are genuine fundamentals backing it. But it also means the valuation could run hot. Understanding the OpenAI connection helps you make a more informed decision about whether the price is justified. For enterprise customers, this is significant too. Companies like Microsoft, Google, Meta, and countless others are locked in an AI arms race. They need cutting-edge hardware. Cerebras becoming public means more capital, more R&D, faster iteration. It also means more competition for NVIDIA, which could eventually lead to better pricing and more options for everyone else. For OpenAI employees and stakeholders, this is wealth creation. The company has strategic investments in Cerebras. When Cerebras IPOs and potentially trades at a significant premium, those investments increase in value substantially. It's not directly equivalent to an IPO for OpenAI, but it's a tangible financial win for the organization. And frankly, this affects anyone who cares about the future of AI development. Diversifying the chip supply chain away from a single dominant player is probably healthy for the entire ecosystem. Expect the Cerebras IPO to be a major event. Investment banks will be marketing this aggressively. The narrative will be compelling. The chip company that partners with the most valuable AI company in the world, just as we're entering a new era of AI adoption. Watch for announcements around pricing, timing, and preliminary valuations. If Cerebras hits that $26.6 billion number or higher, it sends a message to the entire market that AI infrastructure is where the real value is concentrating. Pay attention to how OpenAI's stake performs post-IPO. It's a visible indicator of how much value OpenAI has actually created in the ecosystem outside of their core business. Cerebras is about to have a major moment, and the OpenAI connection is the story nobody's properly covering yet. This is about infrastructure, competitive advantage, and the structural reshaping of how AI gets built. Keep your eyes on this IPO. Follow for daily AI and business updates.